Hello, my name is Vladimir Kabat. I'm the architect. I'm chartered in Ireland and in Slovakia as well. I would like to introduce building from the facade to the roof. The presentation title is the facade, the roof, and the beam coat. Beam coat is an umbrella putting together facades and the roofs. I would like to concentrate on key details as well. Architecture and engineering facing the high-speed technology acceleration. The point is, use the space between your mind first, not the vacuum between mobile AI. Actually, is last calls for a human-based logical cogitating. The roof and the envelope closing internal space and our real skin to breathe. Defines lifetime, represents durability, and demonstrate fashion attraction. We dealt with the Cooper's Cross in Dublin. We came at the end of the project. So we dealt with as a built drawings as a built stage. This high intelligence building has been used for analysis after. As a built outputs are next data for the building manuals. Models capture reality at the highest LOD. The question is how to change direction. We had access to multiple design records. There have been showing many cases directed to confused multiple sources showing building design records. In the planning and the construction phases are those models and drawings the tools to build the building. Closing procedures close not even the building with the plasters and the facades, closing the sources of any design records and the inbuilt used material composition as well. Prefacing detail design in Revit. The AC Autodesk Collection 2024 gives you a confident design project to full views. All parameters are related to parameters and component properties. The models guarantee lifetime use project to build manual. So the question is how to change directions. The task is clear. Sign the reality as built. And next question is who is authorized to sign the reality as a build? Who takes responsibility? Closing procedures as a build project contains connection details, meeting the perimeter, parapet, meeting most of subcontractor issues in one location. The overlay method of checking differences is probably the best checking method. Initial research, how to find first the most up-to-date design. So we have to search in databases by date, who did the last and who issued. On the drawing, you see the blue and the gray. The blue represents manufacturer and the gray represents the architect. You can clearly see differences, the way how they made and the way how they design. Higher standard buildings requires different technology. Building control using units gives more ideas how to use the BIM models for the building owner. Probably the industrial buildings give you more ideas. how to proceed, new technologies, the problem solving. So we have to put to consideration those values: market, financial, agreement, design label, and the summaries. The market, there is a need for as a building record calls the building digital twin. From financial point of view, looking for the best time and the cost solution, obviously. Agreement needs for professional approval of the building author, architect, engineer, contractor, or even the builder. We have to put design label. The question I mentioned before, who put the virtual signature label on the beam model or the point cloud spheric 3D scan building? Who will be the responsible? At the end of the process, we see the summaries. Virtual space will be satisfied with publishing buildings for lifetime use and for building manuals. Potentially, they can be published on virtual space. I have to mention the envelopes and the roofs, how they react, very different from a climate point of view. So we know there is a tropical, mild, cold, and mixed cold climate. All is about the roof. So you can do without the coat, but not without the roof. Have you ever seen the building without the roof? Looking for the best building skin proposal suits all climates. So actually, we're looking for modular houses. They'll be suitable for each climate. You can transfer and you can use anywhere in the world. Starting design from the roof. As the loads goes from the roof to the walls and all give the foundation test of bearing, we have to design the building from the roof. So we have three steps: prioritize, auto shape, authorize professionals, and monetized. Prioritize auto shape, set up market research for the BIM. The BIM tools are not for everybody. Demonstrate auto shape potential customers. Authorized professionals, be selective in creating a professional team from authorized professional engineers and the architect's ability. And finally, we have to monetize. All is about the money. Creating the money prospect gives you a sufficient budget for the next period. The BIM opportunities are mostly covered by the government and the research EU sources. You can see industrial building. This is a very common scenario in each European country. The factory layout, so this is the extension of 8,000 square meters. Those industrial buildings are same everywhere. We produced factory layout industrial projects. BIM technology combined with the scanner tools. Used all tools in the AAC. Customer feedback was great. Project created a great chance for the next use and the building manuals. You can see the laser scanner outputs. This is a full factory layout. You can see on one table the perspective view, which is great to demonstrate. Factory layout record. We consider the laser scanning as the best method as a factory layout. It's very It is very precise. It's a one-to-one plan, best overview from perspective. You can do the sections open, horizontal, and vertical. This is the best material record, and the point cloud tolerance is 1 millimeter each. You have detailed local machine model, and you speeding digitalization process. At the end of the process, you have outputs for a NPD department, new products department. AC works closer to reality using the scanner building record scanner. So you can see combined point cloud and the pictures. You can browse from 360 pictures. You can actually measure whatever you want. You can compare point cloud and the pictures as well. Gives you the best map. We have point clouds files and we transfer to Revit. This is a simple link, and you can use point cloud in Revit as well, or you can replace with the 3D objects as a Revit families. In front of you, you see the laser scanner. This is X7. We made a 3D whole building scan of 10,000 cubic meters. The job was done because of the precision and was a time limited. We have only 4 hours access. We've done internal, exterior, and the envelope as well. 3D whole factory machines, ground floor scan of 1400 square meters and area, and was 1 millimeter precision. We made this in a HD color, 360 spheric pictures colored and point cloud stored in a recap in one file. All was recorded. You can see the factory layouts. They are very good for presentation, and they can be published on website as well. We use a conceptual design, working very close to clients. The BIM models are prepared for the construction phase. So even we operating in planning, we thinking for construction, and at the end of the planning, we have the full construction drawings prepared for the next submission within 1 week. Risk can be accepted when you can measure. So our idea is a measure and a record. As Peter Drucker said, you can't manage what you can measure. So we have targets. We like to be first to market. We have to test it, and at the end we have to harvest. The target, hit the target combining 2-3 products and the services. I have to be first to market, more likely scenario to offer new products to the market. We have to test it on the market, product released to potential customers, and finally harvest, collect from the customer feedback, make order cycles with a continuous development. So our business model is will be reflecting fashion industry. Selling the cover is the key marketing step. Visual potential is stronger than verbal expression. Visual language is universal and explain more properties. So we have to be selective, need to create the budget and do the CPDs. This is a cycle of continuous professional development, and we have to select and we have to set up the cost in the final selection point in the queue. As a summary, we have to be focused more on the external surfaces. We'll, and we need to change the design and need to change shape of the cities. BIM tools make more attractive design processes. 2 decades of using standard DWGs created a large amount of libraries. It is difficult to sharply close the 2D drawing projection records. Using the software bridges gives more opportunities to bring libraries into the 3D BIM files. There is a certain need for a building digitalization, 3D scanner transfers, and creating digital twins. Internal technologies expecting precise building data. At the end of presentation, I'd like to thank you for your attention. And if you have any questions, you can ask me directly, or I can answer your question through the chat as well. So thank you for your attention again, and hope the beam shape the building in and out. Thank you.